Good morning, you all. I wanted to go over indicator 34. We're still doing measures of central tendency. Last week we did the mean, which is simply the average. And today's learning target again is I can explain the purpose of a measure of center and what it says about a data set. I can explain the purpose of a measure of variation and what it says about a data set. But right now, what we're going to do is learn how to calculate those measures of center. I'm trying to plug my computer up here. How to calculate those measures of center. As I said last week, we did the average, um, which was to add all the numbers together and divide by how many numbers you have. Today, we're going to do median mode, and we're also going to look at range. So the median, in simple terms, is just the middle of your data set. That's what it means. It's the number in the middle once you put them from least to greatest. Okay, so let's look at this one. We have to put first thing you have to do for median and range, and it helps you with mode if you do it this way too, is to put your numbers in order from the smallest to the largest. So in this data set, I have an 8, and then 9, and then I have a 12. I'm sorry, 5 was first. So I have a 5, an 8, a 9, and then 12 and 14. Because I marked off my numbers, I saw that I had left off that 5. So just double check yourself. I would have caught it right here too. I have one, two, three, four, 5 numbers, and here I have one, two, three, four, 5. So I'm good. Um, and it's simply the number in the middle. So uh, that's what I did. I counted my numbers in my original data set and the reordered set to make sure that I used up all the numbers. So find the number in the middle by marking off numbers from both extremes until you get to the middle number. Both extremes, this end, that end, this end, that end. Whoops, I end up with one number in the middle. So 9 is my median. So with an odd number of values, I will end up with one number in the middle, and that is my median. So my median here is equal to 9. Right in the middle, once I ordered them from, no big deal. You don't even have to calculate anything. All you have to do is count them. Okay, so let's look at this one. Let's put it, this is an even number set. So I got one, two, three, four, five, six. 6 is an even number. Let's see what we do in this case. So let's order them from least to greatest. So I have 2, 3, 5, 10, and 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I got 6. So I missed a number somewhere. You see it? Yeah, I missed that 7. 7, 10, 11. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers here, and I didn't do that to show. I didn't do that on purpose. I actually missed that 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 up here and 6 here, so I'm good. So now we're going to mark off numbers from both extremes. Let me change colors. So I'm going to mark off the 2 on the left end, the 11 on the right end, 3 on this end, 10 on this end. So now I end up with 2 numbers in the middle because I have an even number. So with an even number of values, you would end up with 2 numbers in the middle. So how do we find the median in this case? So you take the average. So we already know how to do average of the 2 numbers. So what I'm going to do is add 5 plus 7. And what am I going to divide by? 2, because I have 2 values. 5 plus 7 is 12, divided by 2, and that's 6. So my median is 6. But look, if you got a 5 and a 7, 6 is in between. So it kind of makes sense. 5, 6, 7. That 6 would be in the middle. So that's how you do it with an odd number of numbers and an even number of numbers. The mode is the value that occurs the most often. Nothing deep. You don't have to calculate anything. A data set can have uh, one mode, it can have more than one mode, or no mode. So you don't have to have a mode just because you have a data set. So let's look at these numbers 11, 13, 15, 15, 18, 21, 24, 24. And it's good to put your values in order for this one too, so you can see if you have more than one. So which value or values occur the most? Okay, so I have one of those, one of those. I have two 15s, so that occurs two times. I have an 18, a 21, and I have two 24s. So my mode, so 15 occurs twice and 24 occurs twice. Both of those are my modes. So my modes are 15 and 21. I'm sorry, 24. 24, excuse me. So now let's take that same data set and let's add three numbers on the end: 26, 26, and 26. So let's find the mode of this set. So I have two 15s, one, one. I have two 24s, but look at here. I have three 26s. So 26 is my mode. It's the number that occurs more than any other number. Range is so simple. All you do is you find the difference between your greatest value and your least value. So for this one, this is ordered, that should be a 5, comma 8. This is ordered from least to greatest. So my greatest value is 14. My least value is 5. So my range is 9. 14 minus, that's as simple as it is. So what about this one? My greatest value is 26. My least value is 11. So my range is 15. Range tells you your spread of your data, how far out your data goes. How's it spread out? Um, so we know it's spread out over 15 units. So that's what the range would tell you. So remember that, because I think that question is on the test. I know it's on a quiz, but range tells you the spread of your data. So now let's take a set of numbers. Let's do all three: median, mode, and range. Um, so first, we want to order this data from least to greatest. We also call this ascending order. So it goes from the smallest and it keeps increasing. So what's my smallest number here? I think 90. Double check me. And then what else? I see a 120. Oh, I got a 105. Anything? So 105 and 120. Notice I'm marking my numbers off. Let me type these. So I got a 90, 105, 120, and what else? I see a 125. Okay. And then I see a 135. And then I see a 145. And what's next? 160. And I have two of those. What's after 160? 175. And it looks like 205. Let me mark those off: 175 and 205. I don't see anything else. So double check and make sure those are in ascending order. Let's count them. Uh, so here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're good. Now my median, I was thinking mean. My median is my number in the middle, so I'm going to mark these off from each extreme. And I have 10 numbers, so I know I'm going to have two in the middle. So I have these two in the middle. So when I have an even number, I'm going to add these together. 130. What is wrong with my screen here? My board. So I have 135 plus 145 and then divide by 2. I was looking for my calculator, but I used the one on my phone. Well, I'll just use this one. So I'm going to do 135 plus 145 and then divide that by 2. So that's 140. You can kind of see that 135, 140 would be in halfway in between those. So my median is 140. My mode is the number that appears the most. So it looks like 160 appears twice. So that is my mode. My range, I'm simply taking my highest value, 205. So that should be 160. And subtracting my lowest value, which is 90. I'm going to do that over here. So it's 115. That's the spread of my data. Let me pretty that up. So that's simply how we do it. Now, if we were going to find the mean, we would add all these numbers up and divide by what? 10. Yeah, because we have 10 numbers. All right, that's it. I hope that helps. And there are 2 assignments on Schoology. Um, you might want to check it later to see if one pops up on Delta Math. You know how I do. If we have too much time left, I add an additional assignment. All right.